What's up, Z? Good to see you, man. First one in the door. Best virtual seats in the house. Alright. Doors are open. I'm tuned up. I've got something brand new I've never done before. And I pulled out a couple others I dusted off that I might do that I haven't done in a really long time. One since I think last Christmas. I think you did it around the holidays. The other one was probably a year ago. I don't need these just yet. I'm not pre-staged. Man, I wish I didn't have to use my glasses for these. There's 3 pages of lyrics. There would have been at least probably another page and a half, but surprisingly I knew the first 2 verses by heart, first couple of verses. So those are ready. I had taped them together, so I'm going to have to figure out. I might have to stop after the first page and just toss it and go to the next 2 because I don't have enough room for 3 of them to stand up here. Amy's here. Welcome back, girl. Alright. I'm all set up. Now that you're expanding, you should play In-A-Gadda-Da-Vida. Yeah. The full version with the drum solo. Not. Gene's here. It's like, play Freebird. Not. Oh, it's right on the tip of my tongue. Who did In-A-Gadda-Da-Vida? I remember reading about that years ago. It was kind of shorthand for in a Garden of Eden, and they just, instead of singing that, they sung In-A-Gadda-Da-Vida. So it's sort of like slang. In-A-Gadda-Da-Vida, in a Garden of Eden. Oh, it's coming to me. Before somebody types it in, I see it. Iron Butterfly. 6th grade. 6th or 7th grade. Yeah, that's a... man, that was kind of a heavy rock vocals song. Oh. Gene's here, yeah. Yeah, I remember reading that years ago, Amy. Not just that Iron Butterfly did it, but it was a slang way to say in a Garden of Eden. All right, welcome, tribe. Yeah, so I got something. I staged 3 lyric sheets in front of me. 2 and almost 3/4, I guess. And I found out that I knew the first couple of verses by heart, so I didn't need to print everything else out. So we will get to that in a bit. Z says, the full version on Sirius the other day. Oh, In-A-Gadda-Da-Vida? Yeah, I haven't heard that in for decades, I think, probably. All right, kicking things off a little with my buddy Steve Holtz. Well, I love everything about you, and I love the way you comb your hair, and I love the way you sashay in the room. Your perfume lingers in the air. I love everything about you. Whoa, about you. And I love the way you lick your lips, dear. You've got fireworks in your hair. And I love the way you bring me water when I'm thirsty in your bed. I love everything about you. Whoa, about you. You were surely kissed by angels. Just look at the freckles on your face. You've got the devil in your eyes. You disappear without a trace. Well, I love sneaking up behind you when you're looking in the mirror. The way your eyes lock into mine, dear. Without guilt and without fear, I love everything about you. Whoa, about you. I love everything about you. Whoa, about you. All right, kicking off this edition of Wind Down Wednesday with my pal Steve Holtz, sipping if you got him. Good to see you here, tribe. Let's do a double shot of Steve. If you look to the east, where the sun never sets, I'll be there at the top of the stairs, you can bet. So just pick up the phone, make a call, all your own, and I'll be there when you say your last little prayer. La la la, la la, la la. You hold your head in your hands, and I don't have a way to climb inside your body and just hang out and stay. And everybody's asking when you're coming back, and I don't have an answer, so I fade out in the black. Who knows how I feel today? I suppose I'll slowly fade away, fade away. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Well, in I walk so slowly, with a broken glass outside. I tread in oh so cautiously, I'm wondering where you hide. And I got notes tacked on my walls, kisses oh so sweet. And all I do is wonder when again the two shall meet. Who knows how I feel today? I suppose I'll slowly fade away, fade away. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Do you hear me talking to you? Oh, hello again. How do you do? Good morning, I miss waking up set up. Good morning, I miss waking up with you. Uh-huh, uh-huh. 100-dollar phone bill multiplied by 5. You look like a phone to me. Hey, are you still alive? And dirty plates and bottles will decorate my floor. And I got lots of so-called friends who's knocking on my door. Who knows how I feel today? I suppose I'll slowly fade away, fade away. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Do you hear me talking to you? Oh, hello again. How do you do? Good morning, I miss waking up set up. Good morning, I miss waking up with you. Uh-huh, uh-huh. Oh, there's a nice double shot of our pal Steve Poltz. For this edition of Wind Down Wednesday. Let me do. I've got 2 old covers I haven't done in a while. Let's see. Yeah, let's do this one first, and then I have a brand new cover based on something done recently. And this is, not this one, after this, will be the full and original version. You shouldn't have to chew on that very long to figure out what that means. Amy says, sounds great, thank you. Mike McCabe's here. What's up, brother? Jumping in. Good to have you here, brother. Little Jerry Jeff Walker. I haven't done this in a while. Pack up all your dishes. Make note of all good wishes. Say goodbye to the landlord for me. Sons of bitches always bore me. Throw out those LA papers. Moldy box of vanilla wafers. Adios to all this concrete. Gonna get me some dirt road back streets. If I can just get off of that LA freeway without getting killed a car. Down the road in a cloud of smoke for some land that I ain't bought. If I can just get off of that LA freeway without getting killed a car. Here's to you old skinny Dennis. Only what I think I will miss. I could hear your bass man singing, sweet and low like a gift you're bringing. Play it for me one more time now. Got to give it all we can now. I believe every word you're saying. Just keep on playing. If I can just get off of that LA freeway without getting killed a car. Down the road in a cloud of smoke for some land that I ain't bought. If I can just get off of that LA freeway without getting killed a car. Put the pink slip in the mailbox. Leave the key in the old front door lock. They will find it likely as not. All the things that we have forgotten. Oh, my lady, don't you cry. Love's a gift that's truly handmade. We've got something to believe in. Don't you think it's time we're leaving? If I can just get off the 9 freeway without getting killed a car. Down the road in a cloud of smoke for some land that I ain't bought. If I can just get off of that LA freeway without getting killed a car. Down the road in a cloud of smoke for some land that I ain't bought. If I just get off of that LA freeway without getting killed a car. Woo! I haven't done that in maybe 2 years. Well over a year anyway. I was going through lyrics, this whole stack of lyric stuff, and it's like, oh, let me go relearn that really quick. So I thought, oh, that's a fun, nice song that would go well for Wind Down Wednesday. Got my vocals warmed up a little too. All right. Check-ins, Mike's here. Amy says, nice, thank you. All right, here we go. Set your timer. This is going to be a long one. I've already given it away, sort of. All right. So I went to learn this and realized, without knowing that, I knew the first couple of verses by heart, just from hearing it all those years on the radio. So instead of having 5 pages of lyrics, I only needed to print out 3. Oh, I've never thought of this before. I can lay this right here on top of my mouse pad, as long as the fan doesn't blow it away. I don't need my glasses for the first couple of verses at all, but maybe I should just do it, and then I'll pick them up and put them on during the change. All right, first time ever. Let me see how I'm going to do this. Yeah, I don't want to sing with the glasses at first, because I get into a nice groove without it, because I don't need them. Okay, here we go. A long, long time ago, I can still remember how the music used to make me smile. And I knew if I had the chance that I could make those people dance, and maybe they'd be happy for a while. But February made me shiver with every paper I delivered. Bad news on the doorstep. I couldn't take one more step. I can't remember if I cried when I heard about his widowed bride, but something touched me deep inside the day the music died. And I say, bye bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry, and good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing, this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. Did you write the book of love, and do you have faith in God above? If the Bible tells you so. Now do you believe in rock and roll? Can music save your mortal soul? And can you teach me how to dance real slow? Well, I know that you're in love with him, 'cause I saw you dancing in the gym. You both kicked off your shoes. Man, I dig those rhythm and blues. Well, I was a lonely teenage bronking buck with a big carnation and a pickup truck. But I knew I was out of luck the day the music died. Sing along with me. And we were singing bye bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry, and good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing, this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. Now for 10 years we've been on our own, and moss grows fat on a rolling stone. But that's not how it used to be, when the jesters sang for the king and queen in a code he borrowed from James Dean, and a voice that came from you and me. Oh, and while the king was looking down, the jester stole his thorny crown. The courtroom was adjourned. No verdict was returned. And while Lennon read a book on Mars, the quartet practiced in the park, and we sang dirges in the dark the day the music died. And we were singing bye bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry, and good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing, this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. Helter skelter in a summer swelter, the birds flew off without a fallout shelter. 8 miles high, falling fast, it landed foul on the grass. players tried for a forward pass while the jester on the sideline was in a cast. Now the halftime man was a sweet perfume while the sergeants played a marching tune. We all got up to dance, oh, but we never got the chance, 'cause the players tried to take the field. The marching band refused to yield. Do you recall what was revealed the day the music died? And we started singing bye bye Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. And good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing, this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. Oh, and there we were in no one place, a generation lost in space, with no time left to start again. So come on, Jack, be nimble, Jack, be quick. Jack Flash sat on a candlestick, 'cause fire is the devil's only friend. Oh, and as I watched him on the stage, my hands were clenched in fists of rage. No angel born in hell could break that Satan's spell. And as the flames glide high in the night, like the sacrificial rite, I saw Satan laughing with delight the day the music died. And we were singing bye bye Miss American Pie. Rode the Chevy to the levee was dry. And good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing, this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. I met a girl who sang the blues, and I asked her for some happy news, but she just smiled and turned away. And I went down to the sacred store, where I'd heard the music years before, but the man there said the music wouldn't play. And in the streets the children screamed, the lovers cried and the poets dreamed. Not a word was spoken, the church bells all were broken. And the three men I admire most, the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost, well, they caught the last train for the coast the day the music died. They were singing bye bye Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing, this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. All right, everybody, last verse. Bye bye Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing, this'll be the day that I die. First time ever. Woo! Alright, so that was kind of spun from that video that was sent to me last week? Yeah, that Weird Al Yankovic, that Star Wars parody song. What was it called? Not A New Hope, but A New Something. So I thought, well, I pulled that one off. I've got to learn the original. So I was surprised to find out that the first two verses in the chorus I already knew by heart. So I didn't need to print those pages, so that made me happy. So anyway, I hope that did it justice. I was also surprised to learn that I guess my voice is deepened. That higher range, of course, Don McLean was 26 when he wrote that song, 28. So even he had a higher voice. So there's a few of those, like Falling Fast, a little tough to get up there, but I didn't want to change the key. I like playing it in G form. I could have played it on my tune down, but I like to, as you know, as much as possible, I like to stay true to the original because I like to honor that. So I did it in that key. Key of G. Steve Holtz would say the people's key, but I've heard him say that about the key of E and A and C. So it just kind of whatever. Anyway, I hope that came out okay. Oh, okay. I don't want to get behind on comments. Mike had jumped in. Amy said, nice, good job. Kels is here. Welcome. Gene says, well done. Oh, thanks. That was great. I was singing along. Yeah, it's amazing. At least everybody knows the chorus. I mean, if you've ever heard that song. Oh, thanks, Amy. Yeah, I enjoyed playing that. Singing too. Not a singer. Yay. You've been waiting for that for years. Well, it's going to have to be a staple then. I will need to continue to work on it. I do want to, my stretch goal, I guess, for that would be to learn the entire song without the lyric sheets. And actually, I could have gotten through the third verse. 10 years we've been on our own. I think I could have got through that. I was doing it earlier without the lyric sheets, singing along to the song, and the rest of them I would have to work on. But that song on YouTube is like 8 minutes long. So to be able to do that, I think without any lyric sheets would be awesome. Oh, I need a capo. See, so we've been waiting for that for years. Yay. Well, there you go. As you know, I don't like to leave my friends empty-handed, so that one just took a while. Amy, thank you. Okay, I'm done. I think I did this at Christmas. I think I capoed on the second fret before, so this one is not in the original key because it's Taylor Swift and she's in a different register than me. But I found the second fret was still a little low for me, so I slid up to the third. So haven't done this one in a while, but I just felt like doing dusting off some old covers. And oh, I was going to tell you guys something. Oh, two things, yeah. Before the intro to this song. So, yesterday was my annual dermatology appointment. So, there was another pre-C on my ear. So, they froze another thing up here, then took a thing off my back for a biopsy, but everything was looking pretty good. The strange thing about it is, this is my birth month. So back in June, I started receiving stuff from Medicare. I got the big book and tons of stuff from insurance companies, and I had to sift through that. And I had a couple of divine appointments. One was flying back and forth from Chicago to Michigan to my friends, and I told you guys I sat next to an elderly couple. We had the same seats coming and going. We were staying for the same exact amount of time, and they were. That was a divine appointment because they gave me the name of a guy who's I mentioned this before. He's a Medicare broker, so he's got like 600 clients. He's based here in the Valley. He represents over 100 insurance companies. So we talked for a while, and he said there's only one to go with, and he goes, it's Humana, and gave me all the reasons why. So I got all that, and then I got my card in the mail. So the last 2 appointments I had last year, I was paying like $145 out of pocket because I didn't have insurance. Yesterday, I gave him my insurance card, and all I had was a $25 copay. That's cool. So, because I've been out of pocket for a long time since I left my company in 2010. So, although it's rare, anything I've had has been out of pocket. So, $25 was like, that's pretty cool. So, anyway, I wanted to share that. I was very happy about that yesterday. Oh, and the setup to this song. So this is a Taylor Swift song. I love this little song. It's perfect for Wind Down Wednesday. But I did have to change this song, you might remember, because the original song was from the girl's point of view. So I had to change this. So this is from the guy's point of view. So in the original song, she's going to meet this guy at a cafe. So I changed it so that the lyrics are the guy that's waiting for her at the cafe. So I took some creative liberties when I first learned this a couple years ago, and I do like the way it came out from the guy's point of view. So I haven't done this in a while, so. Okay, so here we go. I took a deep breath in the mirror. He didn't like it when you wore high heels, but I do. Turn the lock and put your headphones on. He always said he didn't get that song, but I do. Walked in expecting I'd be late, but I got here early and I stand and wave and I walk to you. I pull your chair out and help you in. You don't think I know how nice that is, but I do. And you throw your head back laughing like a little kid. I think it's strange that you think I'm funny, 'cause she never did. And I've been spending the last 8 months thinking all love ever does is break and burn and end. But on a Wednesday in a cafe, I watched it begin again. You said you never met one boy who had as many James Taylor records as you, but I do. We tell stories and you don't know why, coming off a little shy, but I do. But you throw your head back laughing like a little kid. I think it's strange that you think I'm funny, 'cause she never did. And I've been spending the last 8 months thinking all love ever does is break and burn and end. But on a Wednesday in a cafe, I watched it begin again. And that's why we walked down the block to my car. I almost brought her up, but you started to talk about the movies that your family watches every single Christmas. And I want to talk about that before the first time. What's past is past. But you throw your head back laughing like a little kid. I think it's strange that you think I'm funny, 'cause she never did. And I've been spending the last 8 months thinking all love ever does is break and burn and end. But on a Wednesday in a cafe, I watched it begin again. On a Wednesday in a cafe, I watched it begin again. And I haven't done that in a long time. I think I did this around Christmas because, I went through my lyric list. I'm not sure if it was with the Christmas songs, but it's because of the Christmas. It mentions about the movies your family watches at Christmas, and I think that's why. I did it then. So it's been a while. Okay. That's all the cover stuff I think I had. Any check-ins? He said, great job, thank you. And he said, that's great and so sweet. I know, I love that little song. And I do like the way I retold the lyrics from the guy's point of view. Because if you sing the original Taylor Swift's version, which is wonderful, it's from the girl's point of view. So I had to rework the lyrics a little bit and make it from the guy who's waiting for her, his point of view. And I like how it came out. I did this already the other night. Yeah, let's do this. I've been doing this one lately. I like that Sheryl Crow song. Maybe one of those, we'll see. I should know the lyrics to this. It's only one page. Once I'm done, then I forget. It's another tequila sunrise, staring slowly across the sky. Said goodbye. He was just a hired man, working on the dreams he planned to try. The days go by. Every night when the sun goes down, just another lonely boy in town. She's out running around. She wasn't just another woman, and I couldn't keep from coming on. Been so long. Oh, it's a hard feeling when it comes down to dealing friends. Never end. Take another shot of courage. Wonder why the right words never come. You just get numb. It's another tequila sunrise. This old world still looks the same. Another frame. Oh, I like that. Sweet little Eagle song. It's one page of lyrics. I should memorize that. I probably could play most of it right now by memory, but I'd have to go through it first. And this one kind of sits there for a year or two before I remember it, and then I find it in my lyric sheets. And so the Sheryl Crow song, so I've been doing this one a little bit more lately. This is perfect for a wind down Wednesday. And he says, sounds great, thank you. come to me now. Lay your hands over me, even if it's a lie. Say it will be alright, and I shall believe. I'm broken in two, and I know you're on to me. That I only come home when I'm so all alone, but I do believe that not everything is gonna be the way you think it ought to be. It seems like every time I try to make it right, it all comes down on me. Please say, honestly, you won't give up on me, and I shall believe. I shall believe. Open the door. Show me your face tonight. I know it's true. No one heals me like you. You hold the key. Never again. But I turn away from you. I'm so heavy tonight, but your love is alright, and I do believe that not everything is gonna be the way you think it ought to be. It seems like every time I try to make it right, it all comes down on me. Please say, honestly, you won't give up on me. I shall believe. I shall believe. I shall believe. That not everything is gonna be the way you think it ought to be. It seems like every time I try to make it right, it all comes down on me. Please say, honestly, you won't give up on me. I shall believe. I shall believe. I shall believe. Please say, honestly, you won't give up on me. I shall believe. I shall believe. I shall believe. 'Cause I shall believe. Please say, honestly, you won't give up on me. I shall believe. I shall believe. I shall believe. I shall believe. I shall. Man, I love that song. So pretty. The Incredible Sheryl Crow. Oh. Oh, okay, all caught up on comments and check-ins. All right. Sitting in the morning sun, I'll be sitting till the evening comes, watching the ships roll in, then I'll watch them roll away again. I'm just sitting on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away. Ooh, we're sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time. left my home in Georgia, headed for the Frisco Bay. I ain't got nothing to live for, look like nothing gonna come my way. So I'm just gonna sit on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away. Ooh, we sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time. Look like nothing gonna change, everything remains the same. I can do what 10 people tell me to do, so I guess I'll remain the same. I'm just sitting here, resting my bones, and this loneliness won't leave me alone. 2,000 miles I roam just to make this dock my home. So I'm just gonna sit on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away. Ooh, we sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time. My muse dropped that one in my head halfway through the other last song. So I was playing I Shall Believe, and when she dropped that in my head, it's like, I shall obey. It's been said you never want to piss off your muses. So I have a song title I never worked on. It's called My Muses Have Migraines. From banging their head against the proverbial wall saying, why can't he just get over himself and write music and do stuff? And it's like, I know. So that was perfect for a Wind Down Wednesday. So let's see. Amy said, Barry, thank you, great job. You're welcome. It is sad he never got to write that third verse. Otis Redding, The Lake Creek. Yep. That song was released a week. I think it was 1 week or 2 weeks after he passed. So it was a posthumous release. And of course, where did it go? Number 1, as it should be. Great song is always going to be a great song, and that's one. All right, what should I end on, Tribe? I've got enough time for one more, I think. I'll take a request. Jim Croce. Indeed. How about the one that never was a radio release? I love this is a song of hope for me. I always love this song. Hey, tomorrow, where are you going? Do you have some room for me? 'Cause the night is falling and the dawn is calling, and I'll have a new day if she'll have me. Hey, tomorrow, I can't show you nothing. You've seen it all pass by your door. So many times I said I've been changing, then slipped into patterns of what's happened before. 'cause I've been wasting time over tasting all the things that life's gave to me. And I've been trusted, abused, and busted, and I've been taken by those close to me. Hey, tomorrow, you gotta believe that I'm through wasting what's left of me. 'Cause the night is falling and the dawn is calling, and I'll have any day if she'll have me. 'Cause I've been wasting time over tasting all the things that life's gave to me. And I've been trusted, abused, and busted, and I've been taken by those close to me. Hey, tomorrow, where are you going? Do you have some room for me? 'Cause the night is falling and the dawn is calling, and I'll have a new day if she'll have me. I'll have a new day if she'll have me. Oh, that's a great request. Thank you for a little Jim Croce. I love that song. Nice song to end on. Hope for tomorrow. I've always loved the truth and the honesty in that song. So, you're welcome, Z. Thank you all for checking in. It's great to see all our in and out of staters. So tonight, from my point of view, Michigan to Ohio and Arizona. So that's our love triangle. So good to see everybody here. Thanks, Amy and Z. Yeah, I never know where these sets are going to go. Just a couple hours ago, just sifting through this, big stack of lyric sheets, and I pulled out that Jerry Jeff Walker, and then Taylor Swift I haven't done in a while, and then brand new one. Yeah, so that Star Wars parody got me thinking about the full Don McLean song, so I've never played that. Excuse me, man. So fortunately, I got the guitar part down already. I didn't have to make any notes on that from the Star Wars, from the Weird Al parody. So, and I was surprised. I knew the first two verses by heart and the chorus, so I didn't have to print any of that out. So I didn't print the chorus out on any of these because I knew it by heart. I only printed out the lyrics. I'm pretty sure I could have got through the third verse. So now that I know Z's been waiting for that for so long, which I didn't realize, I want to commit that to memory at some point, so I can do the whole thing without the lyric sheets. I think that's a good goal. Mike, you're welcome. Thanks for tuning in, dude. Always good to see you. Z says American Pie was great. Yeah, I had to stretch on those vocals a few times. You know, again, Don McLean was like 26. I saw actually a number of interviews with him about the song, Get in the Background. That song came to him in about an hour. He said the lyrics, all of them, just came out like in a row, in order, just like that. All of that. It's pretty crazy. But I've tapped into, if you tune into that frequency, like Springsteen says, these are the ones you wait for. And Steve Poltz always talks about, if you turn into that frequency, you get those downloads, and he got one on that one. And then he followed that up with Starry Starry Night, which I played on Sunday. So that was his next single after that. I also like that the record companies, which is typical, were trying to make him fit in a box, and they were picking out songs for him and hits and what. And he said he never wanted to. He didn't do it. He said, I played what I wrote and what I wanted. He goes, so he left the record labels and did his own thing. And there was an interview with him. I don't know when it was, maybe 10 years ago. So American Pie, I think Rolling Stone voted it one of the top 5 Americana songs, American pop songs ever. And that song, as of like 10 years ago in an interview, was still generating $400,000 a year in royalties. That's how to do it. So I was very happy for him. And I like that he bucked the system and he wasn't going to just record other people's crappy songs with stupid arrangements that he didn't want. He did his own thing his own way. So, and he didn't care about the money, you know. American Pie, you know, set him up for life and took care of him and stuff. And so it was really good interviews. I didn't know a whole lot about him personally, so I really liked that. Anyway, glad you liked it, Z. Amy says, nice, it's so funny that you learned the parody first. That's true. I didn't think about that. I did learn the parody first. But because it has only 5 lyrics, 5 verses or 4 instead of 7, it wasn't, didn't take me as long to learn the guitar pieces. And it's pretty much the chords and stuff like that. They really remain true. Oh, he talked about, the guy interviewed him and said, so what'd you think about Weird Al's parody? He goes, oh, I loved it. He goes, actually, he said, Don McLean said the music. So I thought the music when I heard it was probably the original music, and it wasn't. So they re-recorded all the music for that. And he said, that's better than my original recording. And the guy goes, really? He goes, oh, I like it a lot better. He goes, that's a great musical recording. So he totally loved Weird Al's version. And he thought that music was better. So they re-recorded that, but they stayed true. I thought it was the original music, and it wasn't. Yeah, so that's true. I learned the parody first, which I never thought of. That's true. Oh, well, you're welcome. Thank you guys for the requests that give me things to work on and have fun with, and that keeps, as I always say, keep my set list, which I don't use, but fresh content for you. So, as always, namaste. The divinity in me recognizes and honors the divinity in you. Thanks for keeping yourselves healthy. Keep those immune systems continue to be bolstered up. Thank you for tuning in on this Wind Down Wednesday. Enjoy the rest of this day, or as Kevin calls it, Happy Hump Day. And sliding in to the end of your week, where I will be back, same bat time and channel, 7 p.m. Mountain for Fiesta Friday. Have a great rest of your Wednesday, gang, and we'll see you next time.